so I've got all of my 4 double crochet clusters done. So I'm ready to do my chain 1 and then slip stitch into that space between the 2 chain 2. It's getting late. The chain 2 and the double crochets at the beginning of the round. So I'm going to pull through and pull through again, do the slip stitch, and then I'm going to do a chain and cut it off. I thought I would just talk to you guys while I sewing my ends, because this is the point in the night where I realized that this isn't weird that I'm doing this, and that I don't know, I watch all your stories and I feel like I know you already. And so anyway, so it's just not weird to me now. So like I said, I just like to kind of overdo it with the sewing in of the ends. I made a blanket, kind of a group project with some girls from church, and I washed, it was a baby blanket for a friend, a girl in our church, and I washed it, and when it came out of the wash, it was falling apart. Not completely, just like the center of some of the squares had come loose, and it was just really disappointing. And so I ended up having to kind of fix them, and then I crocheted these cute little elephants to go in the middle of them, so then I had to do more elephants so it would all be symmetrical, and so I learned my lesson. So I think that's one of the things I like the most about crochet, is that even when I mess up, like, I get to do it again. I tear it back out and I do it again, and I'm just always learning something from my mistakes, which is kind of a good life lesson. So anyway, so I'm on my 2nd string now, so I'm just gonna sew it in a little bit, and then we'll start round 4. So just weaving this in. I like to kind of go back and forth and then this way as well, just because I figure the more it kind of goes through, you know, through the yarn and then maybe back through the yarn that you've already sewn through, I just figure it's the more the better. So all right, so I am going to trim that off, and then we'll attach round 4. Sometimes I like to kind of pull the yarn tighter and then trim it and then kind of pull it again so that the yarn like tucks itself back in. So we are ready for round 4. I actually printed this out so I could read it as we go. So round 4, I'm going to do this cool tealy dark bluish color, and we're going to attach it in our chain 1 space like before. Any one, doesn't have to be where you left off from. So we're going to attach it, and we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then this one we're not going to do the cluster, we're going to actually do 3 double crochets. So this counts as your first one, so you're going to do 1, pull through 1, pull through again, so 2 double crochets and 3 double crochets. So that is going to look like 4 double crochets there. So then we're going to chain 1 like we have been, and in the next chain 1 space we're going to do 4 double crochets, pull through 1, pull through 2, pull through 2, 3, and 4, I'm doing big chain ones here too. So this is how it's looking. You can kind of tell like these look kind of tucked in a little, and they just give it a different texture. So we're going to keep going around with our 4 double crochets. So yarn over, pull through 1, pull through 2, pull through 3 times. Yarn over, pull it through, pull through again and again. So I wish I had like a setup where you guys could kind of look down at how it looks as I'm doing it, but since you guys are familiar, then I don't think you'll have any trouble. So then I'll do one more. Double crochet, double crochet, double, and double. So just carry on all the way around, and then we will fasten off again after this round. So I'll come back with round 5.